BTCC says Bitcoin's price has been driven by growing acceptance as a mainstream investment asset.
To me, Bitcoin is just on its steady path to be recognized as a global asset class. I think for the first time we have a new asset class being born. It's as rare as a star being born. For it to reach 10,000 is a milestone, but even at 10,000, it's only $160 billion, which is what? Which is a fraction of gold. Gold is $7 trillion. So even, it's got ways to go. It's got ways to go to even reach 10% of gold.
But don't you think that this is all happening too fast, too soon, and it could attract government intervention, and that could send prices crashing again?
Yes, absolutely.
Is there concern that?
Of course it is, but you can't. It's hard to stop it. It's hard to stop it. It's just the nature. Where there's real estate stocks, it's always like that. For example, if something is priced at zero and eventually it's priced at $1 million, it's not going to go up in a straight line. It cannot, because human nature. If we know it's going to go from here to here, they're going to try to buy it up, so it's going to go up really fast, and they're going to try to sell it down, so it's going to zigzag up and down. So we are on the zigzag from zero to $1 million. On days, even within a few hours, it could fall 20, 30%. And we're going to see that. The worst might be 50% within a day or so. That's all possible. We've seen that in the past. It's not for the faint-hearted. It's for someone who really understands and believes that this is a real asset class.
So what happens next after hitting 10,000?
Well, I think it's going to cause another news cycle. So actually, to be fair, every news cycle is good for Bitcoin, because people ask me what hinders adoption. To me, what hinders adoption is lack of awareness. But the reality is many people in the world still haven't heard about Bitcoin, still don't understand what it is. It's not easy. When I first heard about it in 2011, I didn't understand it. It took me a few months, a few years to really get my mind around it, because it's so radically different.
Even people in the Bitcoin industry have said that Bitcoin has entered into bubble times.
So the stock market. Why? It's because in the end, how do you measure bubble? You measure in US dollars, you measure in the currency. And you know what's really bubble? Is the debt bubble and the printing money bubble. Well, Bitcoin is also, because for the first time we have a lot of people getting interested in it. So just like I told you, if it goes from here to here, it's going like this. I think if you draw a straight line, Bitcoin is above the straight line right now. It's going to correct back down, it's going to go above the line. But the question is, today at this point, it's above that slanted line, but in the future, the same price is below the slanted line.
We'll continue to watch those moves in Bitcoin, but in the meantime, it's back to you guys.
Yeah, we certainly will. Fascinating stuff. Thanks very much for that, Sarah. Still to come here on Primetime Asia, royal wedding bells are set to